to understand by return on investment (ROI). Return on investment refers to the return value of each ringgit invested in the investor. In other words, return on investment is also ratio of profit or loss derived from an investment. In general, investors prefer to access the return on investment in percentage. Return on investment will reflect on the profit or loss achieved by individual investor in investment. An investment is considered profitable wise investment when the present value of the investment and the amount of the return received is more than the value of the original investment. Similarly, when the amount of the return and the present value of the return is less than the value of the original investment, then the investment is unprofitable. The formula for calculating return on investment is return on investment (ROI) equal to total return over value of initial investment times 100%. In addition, investors also have an expected rate of return from an investment. For example, an investor expect a rate of return of 10% on their investment. However, the real rate of return to be received may not be as expected. Investment instruments consider unit, trust, share, real estate, and so on. Each of these investment instruments will bring return.
What do you understand about return on investment for real estate? Investment in real estate is one of the investments that bring returns in the form of rent and capital gain. When a property is rented, the owner investor of the property will receive return in the form of rent. If the property is sold, the owner investor will receive capital gain and capital loss. So this is for the info. Stamp duty is tax imposed on documents or letters with illegal, commercial or financial implication under the first schedule of 10H 1949. Legal cost is payment to lawyer to perform the transfer of property for the buyer, and the commission is fee paid by the property seller to the agent for the sale of real estate. Example 11. Encik Yusof bought a shop plot at a price of 600,000 ringgit on 1 January 2017 in Bangi. He paid 10% of the shop plot's purchase price of 60,000 ringgit. The shop plot was rented from 1 January 2017. On 31 December 2026, he sold the shop plot for 1,300,000 ringgit. The loan amount still owed to the bank was 486,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, the amount that has been amortized to the bank was 450,000 ringgit. Other charges involved in the sale and purchase transaction are as follows. So legal cost is 50,000 ringgit, stamp duty during sale and purchase 50,000 ringgit, and agent commission is 80,000 ringgit. The total rent collected throughout the possession of the shop lot is 200,000 ringgit. Calculate the return on investment obtained by Encik Yusof. So the solution: total rent is 200,000 ringgit. So the capital gain is, we minus it, 1,300,000 ringgit minus 486,000 ringgit minus 60,000 ringgit minus 50,000 ringgit minus 50,000 ringgit minus 18,000 ringgit minus 450,000 ringgit, and we got 250,000 ringgit. So the total return is total rent plus capital gain, so we got 450,000 ringgit. So the return on investment 450,000 ringgit over 600,000 ringgit times 100%, so we get the 76%. So the example 12. Encik Husin bought a house on 1 January 2015 in Ceras at 300,000 ringgit and cleared 10% down payment of 30,000 ringgit. He expects a return of 30% over 20 years. Encik Husin sold the house at a price of 600,000 ringgit after having owned the house for 20 years. The loan amount amortized to the bank was 475,000 ringgit. During that period, he managed to earn a rent of 60,000 ringgit. Other expense incurred as follows. Stamp duty is 4,000 ringgit, agent commission is 2,000 ringgit, and legal cost is 4,000 ringgit. So, what is the return on investment for Encik Husin for 20 years? Did he achieve his expectation to get a return of 30%? So the solution, return on investment rent plus capital gain. So the rent is 60,000 ringgit. So the capital gain, we take 600,000 ringgit minus 30,000 ringgit minus 475,000 ringgit minus 4,000 ringgit minus 2,000 ringgit minus 4,000 ringgit. So we got 145,000 ringgit. So the return on investment, 145,000 ringgit over 300,000 ringgit times 100%. So we get 48.33%. So Encik Husin managed to obtain a rate of return of 48.33%. This rate exceeds the expected rate of return of 30%.